A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Alvarez. Gonzalez. He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Portugal, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conceição, and he's picked it up out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Very nicely done. Lovely feet. Gonzalez.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's McAllister.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's on his real chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
He has found a way through. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
McAllister. And it's Conceição. João Neves. For João Cancelo. Tagliafico. Paredes. De Paul. Martinez. Otamendi. Otamendi has got himself a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Montiel. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Tagliafico. Paredes. To Martinez. Montiel. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's fabulous. The ball has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Numero 26. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
Martinez.
Il numero 10.
Otamendi. Spread out to the left. Now it's Gonzalez.
Oh, great feet, that.
He is through here. McAllister. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Vitinha goes steaming forward. Opts for safety. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gonzalez stood his ground strongly. And this is Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got away. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, nice touch. Messi. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Rafael Leao. Looking for the run. No luck with that dink over the top. And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes, short. Well, there's the clearance.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. He's picked his way through. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. Oh, what a climb! Marvellous goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And this is Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take...
And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A case now of complete control.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Montiel. Paredes. And now the breakaway. Now it's Gonzalez. Now that's well seen too. And he's managed to get rid. McAllister, Martinez, Tagliafico. Portugal are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Otamendi. Tagliafico, and it's McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi.
Such good technique.
Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Araujo. Out to the left it goes. Now that looks a decent ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's a chance for a shot! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Numero 17.
Argentina are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Ruben Neves. Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. McAllister. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's the throw.
Sostituzione per il Portogallo. Numero 23. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Portugal
11.
finding their passes.
16. Attenzione, un cambio.
McAllister cuts it out. So what can they make of this? And here's Neto. And here's João Felix. He's in space and looking for options. Crossing. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared away. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Montiel. Now it's Messi. Mendes does well to get it back. João Neves. Araujo. That has ended up in no man's land. Distributed tidily. McAllister. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Great vision.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Otamendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Paredes. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Numero 22.
Argentina are having a ball here. Referee's given a throw. Out again for a throw-in. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Ci saranno
Garnacho,
5 minuti di recupero.
great defending, strong and determined. 5 minutes to add. And this is Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. That's tidy. And he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied at the last. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now this could be a chance. And that has been clubbed away. Fernandez. That's the end. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.
Un cappellino blu è atteso all'area informazioni.